Hello YouTube and welcome to the start of a brand new Let's Play for Civilization 6. I am the Game Mechanic here with you as always. You may or may not know me. If it's our first time meeting, hello, it's nice to meet you. We're playing Russia. If you don't know me, you may not know that I love Peter. Peter is an amazing civ, one of my top 2 civs, and frankly one of the best culture civs in the game. I have lofty aspirations of sub 150 culture with this. We recently did a cheesy map, but it was a 152 culture victory with Russia. I want to see if I can get better on that. Who knows? RNG is a huge factor in getting this, but we're going to go ahead and take advantage of all the good stuff. Cubs win. Peter is fantastic. Thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate it. So as you can see, I've already been talking with chat about some of our early strategies. We have Fountain of Youth, which is great. That's given us our astrology eureka for our Lavras. And by the way, I am going to try to do this as an over-explained sort of playthrough. So if you just want me to get on with it, this probably isn't the playthrough for you. You can see some initial setup here, some aspirations for Temple of Artemis, Apadana, and Oracle, not necessarily in that order. I really value the flatland tundra settle here. We're going to get a 2-2 base out of it. So let's go ahead and do that now. So as you can see, kind of low production tundra in St. Petersburg here, but still a fine capital overall. One of the things that's a little bit awkward is generally you want to work that second faith tile like this right away so that we can be working towards our Pantheon and get our Pantheon, make sure that we get Dance of the Aurora, because Dance of the Aurora is definitely what we want to go for. I think having the access to the camp here, or the bees, the future apiary, I think it's worth it to grow in 4 and then maybe switch into like 2 of these tiles to get our Pantheon. We'll see. But Russia is going to be fine in the long term. It's going to have really nice districts, and then hopefully we can plunk another city right over here and maybe get some government plaza shenanigans going on. You can see our extra borders. That is from our Mother Russia ability. The faith and production is as well. We get 8 extra tiles. Just almost a dream Russia capital here. I mentioned to chat, normally I'd be sending this warrior over this way, but with Fountain of Youth here, I feel like if I do that, I know me well enough that my warrior's never going to actually pick up this promotion. And because we're so tundra focused, their barbs are going to be such a problem that I value this promotion a lot. I may not take the time to bring my scouts over here because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 turns before I can get it with my scouts. The scouts may just go and try to do scouty McScout face things. But I think I am just going to bring the warrior right over to Fountain of Youth, and we'll see how things go from there. So a little unfortunate in that we're not looking towards a goody hut or 2 with the warrior, but I think in the long run it'll be just fine. We're going to certainly start with astrology. Other things that we're going to need early on are archery for Temple of Artemis. We're going to need mysticism for Oracle. And we're going to need political philosophy for Apadana. If things go well, we're going to go Apadana, Temple of Artemis, and then Oracle. We'll see. We also, because of the discovery of Fountain of Youth, have been invited to join the Hermetic Order. We are certainly looking for Void. Void works exceptionally well with Russia. They get a lot of great people from their Lavras, and this gives Void will give us a place to put those great people. We're going to start with Pangea. There is a small argument for Magnus, but I think the value in something that like I'm shooting for a sub 150 game, the value of Pangea is just too much, especially with good growth early on. So we're going to get Pangea going, get him established right away here, and it's going to be great. Veggie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, so that is turn 1. We noticed that we have our Wonder Engineer up. Merchant-wise, I'm more so looking for the merchants that are going to give us trade routes, as it's kind of tough to fit in commercial hubs with Russia. You want to go Lavra first. You can't really skimp on theater squares either. Science matters. All of the things matter. We need all of the things. And while this would be a fine merchant, it's probably not one I'm willing to pay 750 faith for, but we will see. We will see indeed. So let's do it. So we've got a volcano up here, more honey. And if you aren't familiar, this is the Fountain of Youth, and we will get the Water of Life promotion, which will heal you an extra 10 HP in any territory, which is huge. Do we play other speeds? Not really. How do we get the governor title already? It was finding Fountain of Youth. Oh, gotta love Russia, right sandwiched in between flat desert and the tundra, but hopefully this will work out. Oh, dear. As I mentioned... So we've got the Water of Life ability. Maybe I can have this guy circumnavigate this lake and come back down. Because this is already going to be a bit of a problem and is going to slow us down significantly early on. The scout finding us and our borders right here means there's a camp super close, and it's going to start spawning units far too quickly here. Dwarves, thank you for continuing your gifted sub. And thank you, Zond, for gifting the sub. All right, so we have grown now, and the game would like to default us to 2 2s. Generally, I agree with that, but I really want my Pantheon. And I really don't want to miss Dance of the Aurora. So I think I'm going to go with a stagnant capital here for a couple of turns while I crank out some of these scouts. We will switch back into growth as soon as we have our Pantheon. Thank you, dwarves. I appreciate it. Oh my god, more scouts. Oh gosh, we're gonna get overrun here by barbarians. This is really scary. There is a goody hut. We can let our scouts find those. I think I will send this guy. Okay, so there's another goody hut here. We'll send you there. I'm gonna need a second scout and then possibly a slinger because of barbarian issues here. 5 more turns and we can switch back into growth. We also have salt. Salt is a tundra resource that can luxury that can occur on tundra, which is nice to have. Is initially working the 2 honey tiles after the Pantheon worth it to have access to more 2/2 tiles? Depends when we can fit in that first settler. Hi, Artesian. How are you? All right, so let's see what's in this goody hut. We found Mulan in the goody hut. That's exciting. And we also got our invite to Void. That matters a lot. We are going to want this, but we certainly, as I mentioned, want Pingala. Even though it's only 2 culture, that is still quite significant at this stage of the game. And so we're going to grab that here. Ugh. My sub 150 aspirations are already dwindling. Maybe he'll help with the barbarians and not kill me. Let's try to be friendly. I'm going to send a delegation here. And we'll see how it goes. There should be plenty of room. So I shouldn't be too afraid of him, like finding him this early. Love to see sheep. We've got some coast action down here. Might be able to stick a city somewhere in this vicinity. There is maybe the barb camp that we're going to need to deal with, and I'd love it if he got involved, but we'll see. Agree to Cookies, thank you for the 26 months of that Prime sub. Thank you very kindly. Okay. All right, foreign trade. Sometimes that can give you another hero, but we didn't find one this time. Some very nice stuff. Okay, so we can see that he's kind of this way. So if I can just get a city or 2 down here, we should be pretty happy with that. I want to make sure that my cities have access to food, so having tiles like honey, frankly, even plantations and other camps, that rice tile, pretty decent. So like this should work. Like potentially even just a second city there. Around that? Something like that. Goody Hut, we can go ahead and let our warrior find this one. I'll save that one for the scout that's about to come out.
That is best.
All right, so indeed we see Monty City. A little bit awkward scouting towards him, but I need to know a little bit about it. The reason it's awkward is this scout isn't finding city-states or Goody Huts. I actually think I'm going triple, the illustrious, the inimitable triple scout start. And then next turn we have our Pantheon and we can switch back into growth. Let's go towards the boosted foreign trade. Why triple scout? Because I need to figure out where all my cities are going. And this is a pretty big map, so I like the triple scout. Especially since this one hasn't found us really any era score. Just the one so far. I mean, I guess I could hedge and get the slinger, knowing that this is here. But I will probably eventually want the triple scout. I think we could be greedy and go survey over discipline, since I am going to go for the slinger over the scout here. And we don't need to run God King. As mentioned, we're going to have our Pantheon next turn, so that'll be turn 11 Pantheon.
A physician without a...
Let's see what's in here. Easy clap. Easy clap. Who needs to build scouts when you find them in Goody Huts? You are absolutely right, Johnny. You called that. All right, and we have our Pantheon. So we can get away from this and just go back into working one of these. I still like the 2-2 Slinger in 4, but we're going to get to growing now. Although, I'm going to go Slinger. Am I going Slinger into Lavra or Slinger into Settler? The problem with going Slinger into Lavra is if this is spawning like crazy, our Lavra is kind of likely to get pillaged by some of the units that could be down here. And so I think we're actually going into Settler, which means I can work the 2-2s and not worry about these. That's true. Work ethic. Oh, man, you're right. The faster we get work ethic going, the better. Let's work on this. Temple of Artemis being a priority. Mining would be nice here, too. This is interesting. Hi, Volan. How you doing? This would be a Camp Pantheon seed, too. Stone Circles and Camp Pantheon. I'm going to try to go, like, down and around. I think I'm going Settler next. I hope I can get through here. I cannot. Okay. Awkward. Awkward, awkward. All right. We secured the Pantheon we wanted. Here is our Dance of the Aurora. That's pretty much the only option here. As mentioned, this would be pretty good for the Camp Pantheon. We have a lot of those. We have a lot of quarries, although I don't value stone circles particularly highly. We are the first. I believe we're the first Pantheon, so we should have our pick of the litter here. But yeah, this is so good with Russia. Basically, it's going to give every city at least a +6 holy site. You can double that with a policy card, and then with work ethic, that's going to give your city an extra 12 production, which is pretty massive. So Dance of the Aurora it is. We are the first in the world to adopt the belief in a Pantheon. So yeah, we had everything available to us there, even settlers. I'd be a little shocked if he came down and settled this. I could see him settling this marble. It's got a second city already. And here's this hut. So let's go cross the river and then go from there. This is very awkward with my my warrior here. I guess he's going to go down that way. Good thing I went for Fountain of Youth. It's doing so much. Reeds and Marshes has been buffed. All right, so okay, that's not a war. This is a volcano eruption. Unfortunately, no first meat here, but irrigation is pretty reasonable. Maybe in this city, grabbing the rice. Awkward again. Some awkward scouting here. Let's take a peek. We've got Fez as well. Fez can be good, but we're missing out on all the first meats, which is really kind of breaking my heart. Kind of breaking my heart. Agree to cookies. If I didn't thank you for the 26th month of that Prime. And Amaranth, thank you
what
for
a whole
full
year.
year.
Damn. Thanks for the fun. By the way, this are 31,536,000 seconds full of joy.
I appreciate it. He cleared the camp. I'm a little nervous that he's gonna come and try to kill me with his Eagle Warriors, but hopefully we'll be able to survive. I'm gonna skip the lava for now. Although this is probably the tile where I want it. I don't know that I can buy the tile at the moment too. Yeah, he cleared the camp. He might just be exploring. Yeah, this sucks. So maybe this warrior should just come back for this. I'm one tile away from at least seeing what this is. And what it is not great. This is interesting. Cleared the camp and now he's coming for me? It might be. Certainly might be. Nazca in the desert too. Still no first meets. Ugh. What is that? Military tradition? All right. Maybe he's backing away. Scotland in the game. All right. So that gets us to foreign trade. I mentioned that we're going to want mysticism, but I may wind up hard-teching early empire. We'll see. I would like a builder. I would like all the things, please. It's weird to want to actively explore the tundra, but in our particular situation, I think we do. All right, so that is another continent, and that got us Arthur. It's two pretty close wonders. It's like at the very bottom of the map. It's kind of weird. Jerb, thank you so much. I appreciate the sub. Welcome on back. Thank you for the 7 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer.
Come in here, I sub.
It's not going to be. We're not going to be able to take a lot of advantage of that, but we'll see. Man, interesting stuff going on. Klug, thanks for the follow, and Beagle, thank you for the 16 months. Welcome on back. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the support today, friends. Appreciate that a lot. I'm getting closer to the point where I think I need discipline. There's a joke in there somewhere. I don't know what it is, but we'll find it. I'm going to be a little bit greedy and not take it. Nazca's coming to help with this. We know there are going to be more barbs down here. So it's a little bit crazy to explore with the slinger, but it's the unit I have. This is not good. Please don't. Please don't hate me. I don't want to fight you right now. Friendly meeting, sent them a delegation, but he doesn't like me. So we have a decent amount of land. See? He likes me. We're fine. We're bros. We're gonna bro down here in a second. We're gonna bro down and crush some brews. Heck yeah. All right. So now we have significantly less to worry about on the war front. We have lots of room over here. Loyalty looks bad for now, but it will be decent eventually. Gonna go ahead and find that because I want to kill this scout. It is. I don't think I've ever seen a wonder like this just straight up on the edge of the map where like half the tiles aren't useful. That's crazy. That is kind of bizarre. I'm going to keep this scout somewhat in the area, knowing that this is still here. We saw Nazca coming down to help clear it out. And we're getting closer to know enough to plan some more cities here. Lisbon, lack of first meets is just breaking my heart. It's breaking it wide open. Had I the extra 5 combat strength, I think I would take this kill. Okay, he's all the way up here. It's fine. Let's also have a friendly meeting with him. This is slowing down our first builder. Will I escort the settlers? It really depends where they need to go. Please don't erupt on me. Oh, please don't hit me. Don't want to be under the volcano healing, and I don't want to be in his range healing either. With most civs, you want to send a delegation the turn you meet them. Otherwise, they probably won't like you. And so I decided to be friendly there and send a delegation. Fable, thank you for the 25 months. Welcome on back with that Prime. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's start to formulate a plan here. I'm not a big fan of sharing a lot of tiles with my capital, especially as Russia, and we're going to have a massive capital. I suppose the city could go there instead, but we're still sharing just 2 tiles. Let's think about maybe a government plaza right there that probably my capital is building. Could look at science, gold. This is all St. Petersburg's districts. Actually, this could be their theater square next to the government plaza and next to a wonder like that. It's quite good. Something like this, maybe? One, two. So this is actually the same thing. Basil's Capper, another city. I'm already liking this better as Basil's. Oh, and we need our capital's holy site, don't we? What if we just did this as our capital's Lavra then? Would it be insane to settle this? This city is going to have a hard time growing, is the problem. And I think with that in mind, I'm going to move our city center down one so that we can pick up the second plantation. Could also do we could also do some Admonson Scott shenanigans, although the game will be over by then. It does fit the bill, but I believe the game will be over by then. We already picked Aurora. Pre-150 Atomic Era will be fine. You'd be surprised. So weird that I don't have a... I guess I could throw the holy site here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. I override a hill to do it. Because St. Petersburg is going to want a campus. I suppose this could be their Lavra. Or even this. You know what? Yeah. This is our capital's Lavra. Yeah. And then we'll have some volcanic tiles to farm here too, so they'll be able to get 3 farms. Harvest this copper. It's okay. It's okay. I've seen better, but it's okay. Pound maker here as well. Jeez. Oh, I don't even... Or is that just Persia? No, he's up here. Who dis? It's not Pound Maker. And they're way too close. I don't like this. Arabia.
الواحد الأحد القوي المنتصر الدائم الذي لا ينتهي.
It looked similar, matrices, yeah.
إليك تحياتي يا صديقي العزيز.
And that is indeed Cairo. All right, let's send a delegation. I hate that I'm spending all this money, but would really like to be friendly with people. You won't friend me, will you? We get an envoy. That is kind of exciting. It's weird that of all of these, I kind of want Brussels the most. We're going to go build our Lavra next. We have plans for lots of buildings. The science is valuable too. I think it's worth it. We also get another governor promotion there. We could grab into Void now, but I think I want Researcher and then Grants. We could also grab Amani here and take the early suzerain of Brussels, which would be a lot of exploration. That may be worth it. We also start accumulating Diplo favor, which we can sell. I think I like it. I think it's a little too much value there for me to pass on. All right, 2 turns on growth, 2 turns on our settler. We'll kick in some more growth soon. So Fountain of Life is going to keep this guy healthy, which is nice. I suppose I should have brought the Slinger up to grab that promotion as well. New population. I'm okay with this while we finish the settler. Yeah, sub 200 with Russia and these new game modes is pretty easy for me. Got a promo there. That's still hanging out. Cool. So these two can kill here and then go up that way, I suppose. All right, next turn we get our settler. I believe this is our next city. There's an argument to go and try to like forward settle him a bit. But I think this will be just fine, especially since we're going to get some decent districts out of him. We're going to be reasonably close to be able to like buy this honey and rice. Russia is pretty much at the top of my ranking list. Tied with Persia. Get out of his territory. Already building the Great Bath, it looks like. This is a campus, +3, very nice. Suppose I could have come down and grabbed the Fountain of Youth as well. We could settle the Fountain of Youth if we wanted the era score. Not going too far, so no need to escort. And I don't foresee building a lot more settlers out of the cap here. I need to buy this tile for our Lavra. I suppose that would do as well. Because 55 plus 80 is 130. And just let this be their Lavra. The +7 is tempting. No one's going to be able to national park this, though. Fountain of Youth gives you a promo that heals you for 10 in any territory when you're healing. Why not switch the Lavra and the campus? Because the campus gets +2 here, and the Lavra just gets a benefit from Tundra. So the Lavra is much more flexible to place at this point than things like the campus is. I think I'm actually just going to put it here. It doesn't need to be in this cluster. And this will make a good national park later on. This way I only have to buy 1 tile. I override a hill for this, but I think it's a fine trade-off. The other argument is there for the +6, but... let's just do it. I'll heal 1 more turn there. Okay. It's so fun scouting Tundra. I think I'm going to go right for mysticism for the envoy. No, I really want to get to political philosophy. And we're going to get a kill with our slinger here in a second, so I think I'll go for mining now. $40 gold. Is Arabia working on their profit? Nope, nobody's working on great people at all yet. Probably going to have to buy them a food tile anyways. So this money, I'm probably just going to have to build some builders. Shaggy, thank you for the 6 months.
Still loving it.
Thank you so much, and welcome on back to the shop. Good to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. America in the game as well. What's up, Zond? So yeah, as mentioned, pretty happy to buy them this tile. We need to improve that for the irrigation boost. That gets us an envoy as well. And just starting with a solid food tile in a deeply tundra-ish city here. This is a city that could probably go for St. Basil's. Like, most of it is tundra, save for, like, a couple tiles. Yeah, so Scotland and America are the last 2 civs. This will eventually be... Like, again, look at how flexible this is to place. This will eventually be +7 with this, and then also... not really provide a relevant boost. So I think I'm actually just going to go here. And then we could do something like Mahabadi. We could do it either place, I suppose. I'll take the +7. Start on that right away. Ooh, they're pretty cool. I'm very disappointed in the lack of first meets on city-states. But that happens sometimes when you start deep in the tundra. All right, there's an era score for our Lavra. We also found Hercules. And we are just 1 away from our first Golden Age by doing all of the things. If you want to kind of check out this synopsis, Fountain of Youth, it was a big one. First Pantheon was that. That was first time. That's 3. Lavra is, well, first time Suze is 2. Lavra is 4. Oh, we also found Valletta. Valletta is excellent in a game like this. Valletta allows us to buy city center buildings with faith, so that's things like granaries and watermills and things like that that are very, very nice to be able to buy and accelerate our Tundra City growth.
Caught up with your update from the last game. Really happy you are getting health insurance. No one should be without medical care. Thanks for keeping us entertained.
Thank you, Rockhopper. It's a it seems so stupid to talk about, but it is kind of a big deal. And I'm really excited to be able to go to the doctor next year. So thank you very much. Thank you for the 1,500 bits. That is incredibly kind and generous as well. Is this where this city goes? And we build the Petra. I appreciate that a lot. Thanks, everybody. Would I consider rushing out Hercules? It's a temptation. I can build another district in 3 turns, but I don't have any other districts unlocked. I think mostly what I need are builders at the moment. If we improve these tiles, not only can we sell the honey, but we'll get some extra gold per turn. Starting that economy is quite nice. Same with the marble. Like, making that a workable tile is pretty sweet. So, like... I feel like 8 turns for a builder beats 8 turns for a monument right now.
My man.
Frankly, it might be trader. Nah, give me the builder. Because then I can not waste this. We can go to mysticism and not feel too bad about it. Delaying political philosophy just a little, which is a bummer. Gokwi? Mortal? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Mostly I need the archery Eureka, so I'm going to actually attack, even though we could have cleared the camp there. Beautiful pins. Oh, the beautiful pins. I didn't give my capital a commercial hub. Maybe that's my capital's commercial hub. Look at this. What do I want in this game? Is it culture and gold? It might be. So no more down there. Mario's, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you very, very much. And welcome back in with that Prime sub.
Now this showed up. Lol, I also spent the whole year without health insurance. Something that I fixed only 2 weeks
Hey.
ago, so I can relate. Happy for you, to
Yeah.
GM.
I haven't had health insurance since I started streaming like 3 years ago, so. I appreciate that, and I'm glad that you have it too, Mario's. Thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back with that Prime paid
Just got
Bloomberg
into
supporter.
the best law school in Canada.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks for all the content during some long days putting together these applications. Much appreciated.
PBS, I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Thank you for the 5 months, and congratulations to you. Love to celebrate that. Love it, love it, love it. And Skydives, welcome back for 5 months as well. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the support. Appreciate it. That's an aggressive settle, Arabia. I'm going to bring the scout back around this way. We know that there are barbarian issues kind of everywhere. We can use our heroes to help alleviate those, which will be nice. And Fiscal Bear, thanks for the follow. Welcome in.
Who deserves more?
All right. One more attack here. I'm not going to leave yet. I don't trust it. And PBS, thank you for gifting a sub. Welcome in, Son of Thor. Thank you very, very much. All right, we're about to get this. We're pop 4 already now. People are working science already. Scotland with the 4 scientist points per turn, most likely. And Aztecs working on a profit as well. That's interesting. Let's do this. I'm fine with 14 gold. Holy Site Scientist would be great. I'm a big fan of being friendly and scouting my neighbors' cities in a culture game like this so that we can keep an eye on what wonders they may or may not be building. I really hope they fight. Fight, fight, fight. This is why we did not leave. Anansi. Lots of heroes discovered. None taken. No Maui yet. We're looking for Maui. Hercules would be good. May go for him eventually. 3 turns on their lava. 3 turns on this builder. We have our early Empire Eureka as well. Let's go ahead and grab that. So continent-wise, maybe eventually be able to settle over this way. I doubt we'll be able to settle this now. I mean, that sounds amazing, Soccer Man. 1 turning districts is also nuts, so... We also have our Golden Age secured here, so no problem there.
I shot an arrow in.
Okay. So that gets us to archery. That gives us ability to do Temple of Artemis. I'm going to go pottery into writing now. Yeah, we've got at least a couple more cities down here. So that gives us like 5 core ones and then maybe 6, 7, 8. It's not quite enough. I'm really hoping to get to somewhere around 12 to 14. 1 wonder over 3 districts. Depends on the wonder and depends on when you're getting those districts. Districts with the fact that district costs scale, like your 7th campus might be more production than like a wonder, like an ancient arrow wonder or something. But promote the scout. Oh, am I not promoting the scout? Oops.
It was luxuries like.
Bronze working boost. We have a forest fire. Uh-oh. That'll be a nice tile later on, though. If that spreads here and here, that'll make us pretty happy. We're about to grow here as well, which is nice. And we've got barbarians coming. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of, is barbarians pillaging our Lavra. Might have to get some more military support here in just a second. I'm down for grants, but if my Lavra's just only going to get pillaged here, then it might be better to grab researcher. I think that's true. So are the two of you fighting? No, not yet. I don't know. I think I like all the heroes. There's a nice variety. How do forest fire yields work? It's taking a yield penalty now. I don't even know if we can work it when it's on fire. No, we can. But then once it regrows, it'll have better production, better yields. All right, now we need discipline. Imagine I'm getting pillaged here, or maybe the scout will pillage. So let's trade that to Cranky Pants, because we're going to get 3 of these. I think one of the things we'll do is maybe buy that. I don't want to waste this culture. It seems odd, but I'm going to put a turn or 2 into drama and poetry. I just need 2 more turns to be able to get all 3 tiles improved. I think an archer here would be fine. Government looks good. We have an envoy. Wow. 6 there already. Got 1 into Nazca. We could take the arrow score for choosing Nazca, but we just don't need to. I guess gold would interest me the most, and maybe Cahokia, so that this can be suzerained eventually. I'll just take the gold for now. Hey, Dr. Damien. Yes, indeed. And Jerusalem, I love with Russia. Jerusalem will allow us to exert a bunch of... It's a little bit bugged right now, but it'll let us exert our religion to cities within 5 tiles. It's a great way to spread our religion. And we will get so many great people points, so should be good.
I thought clay must feel.
Fire is out. It doesn't apply all 10 all 10 tiles. It's like 5. So as you can see, we're working these tiles anyways, and now we're just adding in some nice gold to go with it, and we get a nice tradable resource as well, so we can shop this and perhaps open borders around, but let's just shop the luxury first, and we'll get open borders with everybody. Looks like a nice deal with Arabia, 6 per turn. We can also see if we can do this. Go ahead and sell that. And sell that as well. Ooh, that's nice. When do I expect to finish settling and how many cities? I was hoping to get 12. Our space is a little bit limited. This is a standard size map with only 6 civs, 2 extra city states. So I was hoping to have a little bit more access. We got a little bit unlucky with just pure snow down here instead of some nice tundra for us. So my goals and aspirations for sub 150 may have already dwindled, but I'm still going to enjoy the game for all it's worth, and we'll see how it goes. This is a city that I also want to build her in, even before the buildings here. We'll get our buildings here soon. Please don't pillage. There's the end of the era. That's good. We want that. Arabia did get their Great Bath, and then these can regrow and have better yields. Go ahead and heal one turn with that. All right, so that's our craftsmanship boost. We are looking at 19 more turns. So turn 55 political philosophy, not nearly as quick as I would like it to be. But still perhaps reasonable. That's coast. Okay. We don't need any more era score here either. And as we begin this countdown, let's go ahead and put a cut in the video here. We've got some pretty exciting stuff going on. I like our position. It's not as crazy ideal as maybe I would have preferred, but hey, we're doing stuff and things. And if you're watching over on the YouTubes and you're enjoying the series, go ahead and stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and come join us live in person on the internet. We'll see you then.